Hello, everyone. Welcome to the second game of this afternoon's stream of the Breath of the Wild Bingo Bash Season 2 tournament. We have up today another winner's bracket round two match between two teams that are called. What are our teams called again? I know that there are people who are in it are Apple Freezer, Senior Tapir versus Stompy and Futurelander with some, I'm sure, wonderfully inventive team names.
We have
Uh,
oomfies, which is Apple in Tapir, and we have GLODDIES, which is Stompy and Futurelander.
Yes. Thank you so much. My name is Ariel Fabulous, and I will be commentating this with the wonderful Katie Shesko and Bogris. If you would care to
Hello, hello.
introduce yourselves.
Hello, hello.
All right. We sent our two teams to their separate VCs, and we've revealed the board, and it's time, and the routing has started. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Players will get 5
okay.
minutes of routing time for those who haven't seen there, and this is a lockout, so it's a race to 12. 13.
13.
Race to 13.
13.
That's it. That's 13. That's it. Not that I didn't just do this 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. Although there might be people in the stream who did not get to watch all of the previous match. Also, there is a channel points prediction in the chat for who will win. If you would like to gamble your channel points, as they have no meaning outside of anything except for how much time you've spent in here. I have many channel points. Oh boy, I've spent a lot of time in here. But we have some.
Very interesting. The first thing is Dark Beast Ganon. I'm just like, oh, glad this is not my board.
Yeah, not my problem. We have two compendium goals, which doesn't usually happen. And it's the dreaded 20 creatures in compendium, which is quite a fair amount.
Yeah.
Dark Beast Ganon might get done. It's one of those that some of these runners are very, if they do any percent, they're very comfortable doing it. So that depending on how the competition, it might have to get done, but it might be one that gets done anyways. Just like the last game, we were surprised to see two Divine Beasts get done anyways. So
and Tapir is he currently has number 2 in the world record for any percent. So we'll see what we end up. We will see.
We do have a bunch
as
of
someone who's not a
goals.
runner, that is a goal on there that I'm just like, oh god, please don't ever be on my board. We do have some Korok goals, Free Nadra, which can be kind of long. It can be arduous sometimes.
Too bad. It can be, but it's not too bad. I could see it being taken as a mid-game goal.
I agree.
Early game, obviously, Hylian Hood can be definitely earlier. Rock Hard Food could be early. I could even see maybe Hylian Shield going pretty quick for someone who just wants to BLSS to castle and knows they can fight the stall knocks pretty well. Kill a fire type Ridge Robe is gonna be instant.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, that one's gonna be fast.
Yeah, because there's one right off of Plateau, and you can pick up Ice Arrows on Plateau. So done.
Hearty Meal is definitely another one with lots of possibilities to do fast.
Hylian Hood's they'll be quick if they can get over to Kakariko or Tano.
Now, Fine Keel is hidden behind Meadow, so
it is. Ooh, and it doesn't look like there's really any other synergy in the board for that one. Is there?
No,
that might be the interesting thing about lockout is that there might be goals that may not be completed, and I think that might not. That might be one of them.
Other than the fact that it does make Dark Beast a little bit easier.
True.
Just that little bit. The only thing maybe, and I would have to check, is the Guardian Battle Axe. If that Tabantha Shrine, that Major Test of Strength has a Battle Axe. I don't think it does, but I am not 100% certain on that.
It's true. These players can do Meadow very quickly to do Fine Keel, so it could be done whether or not. It's not necessarily a big advantage for Dark Beast because the players who might attempt that can probably do Windblade Skip anyway. So again, last game we had 8 Shrine Quests. This time it's slightly easier at 6 Shrine Quests, but that's still a lot of Shrine Quests to figure out which ones to grab. Figure out to do.
Especially because they are literally all over. There's not like an area with a concentration of Shrine Quests. They are literally kind of all over.
They're kind of, which I think was intentional on the game designers.
We do have 2 tower goals, activate 5 and 6.
Ooh.
So that's a very interesting one that I bet you they get done. And VLSSs have made towers much easier to do.
Oh yeah, much easier. We also have one
So
secret hot spring, which those are pretty far flung. Those are, although again with
there's
BLSS, it's not as bad anymore.
as
People
I
can find them.
what I learned last week doing commentary on one of the matches last week is there's one hot spring that's pretty easy once you get out to Rito. Getting to the second one is when you have to start climbing. So that's a little bit harder. So looking at the chat, we've gotten the go.
You're off.
So yeah, we have. Sorry, I was silent for that last minute because I was looking up ancient battle axe and where you can find them. And there's a fair number of. There is one, two. No. Hold on a second. There's a modest test of strength. I know that there has to be one that dropped Guardian.
I feel like the axe is only major, but it's been a while since I've done that goal that I can't remember right off the top of my head.
I think it's modest and major. I think it's modest and major.
Okay, is there a couple modest?
Yeah, I believe the modest has the one you need for the weapon connoisseur quest. So that's I would assume people would probably try to target the modest because it's a little bit easier of a fight.
Oh yeah,
and is less resource heavy. But however, the only modest test of strength that has an ancient battle axe plus looks like it's in Akala.
Oh,
it's Kanai Shaka.
We'll see how that goes, Dan.
Yeah,
which is a shrine name I literally have never seen before, despite having done all the shrines twice.
Multiple times, yeah.
I'm so bad with the shrine names. I know where shrines are at, but if you ask me, like, oh yeah, what's at this shrine? I'm like, I don't know. Just give me a general area, and I might know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, if it's a shrine and it's not near a stable, I've never been there before. I haven't seen it. I don't know her.
Yeah,
exactly.
And honestly, I'm a little surprised that no one has the Kill a Fire type Wizrobe. I thought for sure we would see a team. Tapir made the rock hard food, which, that was fast.
Not a surprise, yeah.
Yeah, but the fact that, like, Apple isn't going for that is a little bit surprising.
That is definitely surprising. I mean, we have Futurelander is approaching Castle. So he is going to be going for Zelda's Diary. And we get a nice unloaded view of the castle right now.
Those sexy polygons. Oh. Those just like oh my god. Again, one of the things that the ways we have broken this game is by exploiting the fact that it is so large and the game the memory space is not enough to handle going too fast. Yeah. Not enough.
And
looks like Stompy is picking up those elemental arrows on
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see is does he's still running around collecting stuff though. He didn't warp immediately away. That's what I was wondering. I didn't notice if anyone did grab a beetle or not from the
I did not see any beetles. It's kind of hard to see everyone's time of day specifically because I feel like the beetle is there like very early morning right outside the Shrine of Resurrection and time of day is
picked up as you come out. Yeah. So for those who do not know about about how bingo files in Breath of the Wild work, you make your own bingo file and it starts and the file starts whenever you get Paraglider, which could be at any time of day. Some people design their bingo files to start at a particular time of day for various reasons, and I know that our restreamer Jason has his bingo file has a shooting star falling as he is getting Paraglider, just in case.
That's the big brain play right there.
That is the biggest of brain play. Yeah, that's the biggest of brain.
Oh yeah, the colors don't quite align between what's on the bingo board and what's on the screen.
Yes, unfortunately, yes. So if I'm looking at our bingo sync board, Team Oomfies there we go. Team Oomfies is green and
Oomfies is now correct.
Yeah. We would take this opportunity to thank our wonderful restreamer, 31 PNMR Jason, who does a wonderful job always. That was not meant to be sarcastic at all, Jason, just to make sure you know that.
So Apple is now at Kiowan, the Kiowan Forest, where there is hardy radishes available. He ran up to the pot but hadn't grabbed one yet, so he had to run back.
Oh my god. So yeah, he's about to cook his hearty meal, which again, speedrunning trick. in general is to take all of your hearty food and cook it individually because it's a full restore every single time.
Yep.
That's not even a speedrunning trick. That's a casual trick.
Well, I learned it from speedrunners, so I always think of it as a speedrunning trick.
That's essential in bingo.
Oh, absolutely
Especially
essential,
if you're
yeah.
doing a lot of wind bombs and stuff.
Because
All
most
right,
of the
and
time you don't
there's
get
the fire type
There's the
whiz
fire
robe.
type whiz robe.
There
I'm
we go,
surprised
there
it
we
was
go.
5 minutes in.
5 minutes
but-
in. That's shocking.
Hey, but you know what? It got done. It got done.
It did.
But
It
that
did.
does give oomfies that slight advantage with a 3-1.
And Apple is about to get the 4th.
Mount
there it
the
is.
bear,
Mount the bear.
What a good bear. Hello. Good
And Stompy just got out to. I guess he's in Kakariko. Yeah, Kakariko.
and then just
for
got
the Hylian Hood.
Picked up the Hylian Hood. Very nice.
So
Very nice.
now it's 4-2. So a couple quick goals right there.
But
Stompy is now taking the opportunity to turn in his Spirit Orbs from Plateau to see what he gets. Probably going to grab a heart and get the free heal out of it.
Yeah, give Beetle a beetle. I think is the only really quote unquote quick goal left. I think.
Which sometimes, man, those beetles are finicky. They
Especially
do.
depending on which ones. If you try, if Stompy tries to go and get some of those energizing beetles in Kakariko, he's gonna have to be very, very quiet.
Yeah. And the time of day really dictates the beetles, which can make it tricky. The timing,
Is it
everything.
there?
But he sees one.
It's there. Yeah.
But this particular one, I find. Oh, there it is. Okay.
He went to that one. I'm like, it's like there was one on the other side of the tree. Where's he going?
Yeah, I didn't see that blue one blended in pretty well there.
Oh, and Apple taking a death.
Oh, Apple.
Looked like he failed a midair, maybe. I caught the end of it.
Yeah.
That's the problem with wind bombing. You gotta be careful. You gotta watch your hearts.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even if you get a bad explosion, you could take it even when you thought you had enough hearts. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
Yeah, I agree. The blue beetle is a lot more skittish.
Truthfully, I don't think I even knew the blue one was there. I don't think I've ever seen the blue one and noticed it, so it wasn't even an option, so I was confused.
I thought that GLODDIES was picking up the Nadra scale. No. Oh no! Look, the Futurelanders looks like he's going to the Hylian Shield, maybe.
Hylian Shield, yeah, that looks like. I was like, it looks like he's at Castle, right?
Yep, he's in Castle. He just picked up some bomb arrows, actually.
Okay.
So that when he
Why did Apple unmark Mount a Bear? Wasn't a bear marked?
I think he took a death, and it put him behind.
Oh,
Okay.
Oof, yuck, gross.
He got back any hearty meal.
Yeah,
Apple took a death
Yeah.
in a wind bomb.
That's an unfortunate save. That is so much time lost.
Again, for those who do not know, hard saving ruins your bingo file. So it is generally a bad idea, or rather a last resort to hard save.
And Minna, thank you very much for that raid. Welcome.
Oh yeah, we got a raid.
Minna Raiders. Minna was doing an Ocarina of Time multi-world earlier, so I'm assuming it's over. Which
Minna is we've played with Minna in co-ops. Minna is a bingo enthusiast.
She is Katie's partner in the tournament.
Oh right, I'm so sorry. I'm blanking on things.
It's okay. The only reason I know is because we're partners. All right, and Tapir is blissing over.
Stompy did just give a beetle to beetle, so.
Nice, perfect.
So that's like the last kind of quick goal.
Yep.
Everything else is kind of time consuming.
Yeah. And just like that, it's really close. And Futurelander now working on the Hylian Shield, so
yeah.
we might see this tied match pretty quick.
See how well he has the weapons. Let's see how well he is at fighting style noxes, especially in this enclosed space, which can be a challenge.
Very tricky, yeah.
Of course, if you manage to pull off nice. You can jump off that and get a bullet time too, which helps sometimes. But
yeah,
I'm horrible at the eyeball shots, so that's why I call it a challenge.
Yeah. Oh no, same. And getting the eyeball to pop out with the style noxes can sometimes be tricky too.
Because you can only get the eyeball to pop out if it's half dead.
Yeah.
Which
Well done.
Very well
that was
done. Excellent.
Pretty clean.
Very clean. And I'll also pick up the weapons that it drops.
Yeah, I
But
don't know what the stealth mask requires to upgrade. Sean
I'm
just said
pretty
in the
sure
chat.
It's a Blue Nightshade. It's Blue Nightshade.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Which is right outside of the ferry, which is very convenient.
Yeah, it's because it's assumed that you pick up one of the stealth armor pieces when you're in Kakariko, and then you go up to the fairy fountain, and you're like, oh, well, it just opens. I picked up some. Yeah, it's supposed to be very synergistic.
And it does. It costs 500 rupees to buy, but 500 rupees isn't very hard to get because it equals 1 diamond, which you can get in a couple different places. Most commonly, Kamyatak. So. And we are tied up at 4-4 as with the future lander defeat of the Stalnox. So.
We split the easy goals. Let's see how we do with the long ones.
Yeah.
Let's see how we do.
Yeah, I think
that's what we like to see too.
Yeah, exactly. This will be a good game. This
here is about to drop in right next to Gerudo Pound to activate the quest to get in there. Probably going for the Gerudo set.
Yes.
Which is interesting because I've actually never seen that goal, the Gerudo set, because it's usually like some side quest is locked behind the boars or something like that.
Yeah.
Where you end up having to get
is there any other reason?
It.
Does he actually need the Gerudo set for anything other than the goal?
I don't think so. I don't think
so either.
Yeah, no.
Which is interesting.
I mean, you have the rupees, and with blissing, it's actually not.
It's not
terrible.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It's one of those like mid-range goals. Like we got the fast ones. Now we're kind of working on the mid-range and hoping that someone wins before you have to get to the really gross ones.
It does open up. Being able to go in there, I think, opens up 1 or 2 shrine quests too.
Yeah.
So
there are a couple of and there are 2 different shrine quests that you can do in this area. There's one right here in Karakara, and there is one on the outside, which I don't think you need the set to do the one on the outside of the town itself, if I remember correctly. But obviously that you're here, so I'll get the set, duh. But
okay, so we have 2 people with at least 2 towers now, as we see Stompy. He just BLS'd us away from one, and he had the map underneath it, and you can still see the map on. Well, there you can see all the map on apples. So we have a race for the towers. I did not see which one Stompy was actually at. I couldn't determine it, but it'd be interesting. Ooh, he has good height to make it to this one and off in the distance too. So that's
that is. Is that Lake? I think that's Lake.
Is that? I was trying like.
I'm like trying to. He's coming at it from an angle that I normally don't. Yeah, I think that's Lake.
That is Lake. Yeah, that's Lake. Yeah.
I normally don't come at Lake from that angle. I usually come from Plateau. So.
Yeah.
I had a moment of doubt.
Very nice. Very nice. Well done. Well done. All right.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Zdenek with these goals have not been optimized to account for bliss, BLSS. Sorry, I abbreviate to bliss because saying
it's
BLSS.
We understand what you're talking about.
But it's still a relatively new trick. And, retiming all the goals and stuff, that just takes a lot of time. And we're all volunteers. We all just do this for fun. No one's getting paid to be ranking bingo goals, which, if we need that, I'm available. So, but
I don't think you could do it from a statistics standpoint with we could just, I don't think you'd have to even do them. You could just watch other past races.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
And time them.
You could. The problem with some of that is that you don't. It's a lot of the timing, and Zdenek did a lot of timing for our first try to revamp of them for the board we're using. He'd started it off from the Bingo file start, so they all started at an equal point. It gets a little bit more challenging when you're starting it, at an arbitrary point.
Yeah.
Not really. They all start from
different point. Yeah. All right.
Okay. You were saying what you're okay, Sean. You were saying what I was just saying. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I sometimes the obvious idea has not been spoken aloud, and I just want to make sure that that. It wasn't because I was just not thinking properly. Of course, it wasn't that.
Yeah, so we have to keep in mind that like some of these difficulties are not 100% representative of what they are now just because of how new Bliss is. So, yeah, I think this board probably feels a little bit faster than some of the other ones.
Some
But
players just make it look easier than others do too.
that true. Because like,
Yeah.
we still
Yeah.
have 12 shrines and yeah, we only have to get 8 because we have the 4 from Plateau. But 8 shrines still can be time consuming depending on how adept you are with different skips and stuff. I mean, I barely know any skips, so I'm doing 12 shrines more or less the intended way. But someone like Tapir probably is a lot more familiar with and getting some of these skips consistently. So,
well, it also depends, like if you're a speedrunner, what categories you run.
yeah.
If you know MSR really well, 8 shrines is cake.
Yeah.
That category is just get to 40 shrines quick.
Yeah, towers are a really good example that can be reduced rank because of the BLSS. Because
exactly,
it definitely, having done towers myself a few times, it definitely makes it. So Futurelander looks like he's prepping to actually do. He's running the any percent steps to go through Castle right now.
I would be hesitant to do Dark Beast Ganon right now. There's so many other, I think, faster and easier goals on the board. I would maybe get the warp here, but even that I don't think is 100% necessary.
Yeah, it doesn't speed them up because of where it is to get the warp into Castle. It doesn't speed up too much, but yeah, I mean he's grabbing the stuff, and I mean from this point forward, it's not that much longer. Actually, he's already been to the. I'm not sure where he's gonna. Oh boy.
Okay.
He was trying to get out of the way to blow up the Bob, but the Bob kept running towards him.
Yeah, and I think there was a
Apple Freezer
Guardian
doing a BTB.
BTB. Oh.
Wow.
Doing in the year of our Lord 2022 doing a BTB. All right, I see you.
Okay, Apple.
Gotta love the BTBs. I can't do them, but I love to see them.
Oh no!
No!
Oh no!
I think he's right outside Woodland Tower.
Yeah, it looks like it.
And it's a place it's just tough to get up from there without it.
Yeah. Yeah, I always if I'm doing Woodland, I really hope that I have a reason to do Eldon or Tabantha or another one that's a little bit higher. That way you can just fly right in, because and that's probably what I would personally do. I would think if I'm already getting 5 towers, I would probably get like Tabantha, because that puts you pretty high for most of the other towers.
Or I would get or just suffer get a Kala tower and then just be BLSS to every other tower, which you could do because Kala is, I believe, one of the highest points in the game.
Yes. Yeah.
But I mean, who wants to do a Kala tower? I mean,
there's Guardians everywhere. I mean,
Okay, so we have a Guardian. Speaking of Guardians, there's a test of strength Guardian fight going on by Tapir.
Get the battle.
Get the battle axe.
And yeah, going with the ice arrow strat.
Futurelander grabbed some stuff, but he's actually left Castle, so interesting to see what his plan is here.
I mean, if I were Futurelander, I would be getting myself set up for doing Ganon, but I wouldn't do it quite yet.
Yeah, it was a minor test of strength, but he got the battle axe he needed, which is what's important.
Perfect.
Wait, hold on a second. Did I look at the list wrong? I must have looked at the list wrong. Because I'm looking for where the Guardian battle axes are, and they're
any of them, so it doesn't matter which type it is.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the cheat sheet, and the cheat sheet isn't like okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the cheat sheet doesn't. It doesn't say which ones are.
There was a minor.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because it's the plus that's in the medium. That's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, Futurelander is kind of heading back towards castle. Interesting to see what he's working on now. I don't think he's going back to the castle, but he's heading towards that direction.
That's interesting. Wonder what he...
And Apple just looks like just trying to bang out these towers, which I don't blame
it's a
him.
race between him and Stompy for the towers.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where they're at. Actually, I'm going to try to look real quick at the map when it comes up here. Try not to blink and look away at someone else's screen at the last second.
Okay, no, the future is back in castle, and I'm struggling to figure out why exactly. Very interesting choices.
Yeah,
for sure.
And he's back here and clipping in again. Did he take a death?
He didn't unmark it.
Okay.
And Apple has won the race to 5 towers.
Okay, so now it's gonna be interesting to see what Stompy does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how many he's at.
Because
if this is his 5th, it's close, and that becomes an, But I don't know where he's at.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking we thought he was going for Ganon originally when he was there, but then he left. That's why we're confused, Sean.
Yeah.
That I do not know either, as to whether or not Futureland does any percent.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh, that's thus the question for... It might have been part of the question. Is he the one who asked? No, Stompy's the one who asked about Amiibo, not Futurelander, unless he was asking for a Futurelander.
Yeah, it's possible. So. And Tapir looks like he's also just collecting shrines at this point, so... Yep. Oh, he takes the death. Didn't quite get enough food. Yeah, when you're wind bombing into a corner like that, sometimes you hit it weird and just take a lot of ridiculous damage.
Looks like Futurelander had to leave to pick up enough to get the required food for the attack up.
Oh, okay.
Or when he takes a death in a wind bomb when he's out of bounds.
Yeah. I just noticed something. I'm looking at the leaderboards for all towers, and I'm now realizing that the 2 people who are 1st and 3rd in the all towers leaderboard for Breath of the Wild are Sir Tapir and Futurelander.
Interesting. And neither one are doing towers.
And neither of them are doing towers, which is interesting. And like
Very
Tapir,
interesting.
and
We're tired of towers.
And Futurelander I might understand because his posted time is from 5 months ago, but Sir Tapir's time was verified 4 days ago. So I don't know.
I
don't know. Maybe we're just tired of doing it. Want somebody else to do it? That's fair. That's fair. I just thought it was
totally fair. But it is amusing.
Although Stompy is on the leaderboard for all towers, so.
And going for the hardest boss in this game, Flower Blight, and just bypassing it all.
Yeah, just land right in the middle.
So I'm curious to see if he's gonna hop back and talk to her to start the quest, because there are 6 shrine quests. And it does make sense that you would kind of want to... Because for shrine quests, you're not required to actually complete the shrine. You just need it to say complete in the quest log. But it does kind of let you synergize a little bit if you get a couple of shrine quests, because I feel like some of the shrine quests, the shrines themselves aren't too terrible.
Ooh.
Or they're
Futurelander is doing any percent.
Okay, so here's the snipe back. Stompy got 6 towers before Apple.
Very nice.
So they split the tower goals.
So close. Oh my god.
That was pretty close. That was...
Stompy's stream must be a little behind, so.
Yeah.
But that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, to keep up the perseverance to try to do it after seeing the other one marked is just you got to be like, okay, I'm there. I gotta push through this.
Yep.
I have actually a question. For marking towers, what's the kind of point? Is it when you press A to
when the drip hits?
Yeah, when the drop hits the pedestal. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it seems a little weird, but that's been a pretty consistent rule. It's when the drop hits the pedestal.
Yeah, for that one.
I was out, because I don't usually get towers. So.
I mean,
With everything,
that's
there are
fair.
lots of things in Bingo I don't do. There are lots of things in Bingo I don't have. I love it.
See, that's the great thing about when you play co-op, you know, and you play with like the same people. Each one kind of specializes. Like in my group,
Yeah.
I always do Rudania. Dobby always does Naboris. And at this point, that's just if you see that on the goal, it's like, all right, I guess that's what I'm doing today. So that's why I love doing co-op.
People pick the things they like to do. You know, like I like getting camera. I think it's fun.
Yeah.
You know, I like the camera goals because it's like you get to be the high roll nature photographer. It's fun.
Yeah. I mean, I don't particularly like doing Rudania. I always got stuck doing it. So I was just like, now at this point, I just
I guess it's my thing now. And I'm good at it. So you know. All right, where is everybody? It looks like GLODDIES is going for hot springs.
Yeah, probably.
And I think that's
Oh
what.
no, is that Nadra?
Oh no, if he's in Lanayru, he'll be able to do Lanayru, Koroks, and Nadra, which. Well, we don't really have any. Well, Apple Freezer. If a Hundo runner would know how to do the full Lanayru sequence where you do Nadra at the same time as you do Koroks, which is, if no one here has ever seen a Hundo run, that particular segment, it is beautiful because you basically see someone doing the full Nadra quest where you have to shoot. We have to get rid of the Calamity. And while they're doing that, they're also doing Koroks on Lanayru. It's
amazing to watch.
It's amazing to watch.
Yeah, and Stompy's doing this with no cold food, no cold armor. Like it always just makes me nervous just watching it. But if you do it fast and you have enough food, you can do it. But I am not that. Yeah, it takes a lot of food. And for Bingo, it's don't always have that. Yep, and Apple got that
is
secret.
warming up in a hot spring.
Which sounds divine right now, given
that
you know,
sounds
it's
real
May
nice.
and it's still kind of cold. So I'm not salty about that or anything.
No.
And Tafir is just knocking out these shrines. Let's see. Has 9 so far. So
Futurelander is lining up the beginning of the boss rush.
He's doing wow. I'm just kind of surprised to be seeing Ganon this early.
Yeah, as I said, I'm not that surprised. As I said at the beginning, that it's that I figured it was definitely a possibility, given the way that these anyone who does any percent and knows the thing, they run it in. I mean, that part of the fight, once they get the prep work done, you know, they run it in only a handful of minutes.
Yeah, like less than 10 minutes.
That's true.
Oh, but Futurelander.
It seems so risky in a lockout setting though, just because like things can go wrong so quickly.
You can die to Dark Beast, you know. It's like
well, dying to Dark Beast isn't as big of a deal because you start back at Dark Beast. It's dying in phase 2 Ganon. That's the problem because then you have to do all the blights again.
Yeah.
So Futurelander missed the Wind Blight skip with his first attempt, which is why he's back in here trying it again.
Yeah.
For those who might not who follow Bingo but might not have ever followed any percent, there's a method to skipping Wind Blight where you shoot an arrow, gets caught in his head during the cutscene, and does all the damage to him while we're watching the cutscene. And
the normal any percent routing does not account for needing to kill Wind Blight so that you because of they're very tight. The weapon routing in the current any percent route is very tight. So you have to skip Wind Blight. There's no I'll just do it, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
You literally don't have the weapons for it.
And truthfully, as you know, just speaking a little bit more to what Sean just said when he saw another percent where any percent runners can do Dark Beast pretty fast, but they also might feel that, well, it might be a goal the other team is attempting because they think they can do it fast. You know, it could fall into that category too. You know,
and
they might tempt you to do it more.
Yeah. I think Team Oomfies is probably not going to do Dark Beast because they're looking at the board and they're like, "There's no synergy with this. There's no point in doing this. Takes too long. Not worth it."
I mean, that's what I would think because, like, obviously they, you know, GLODDIES has the Hylian shield, and they have Zelda's diary. They know that they're in castle. I'd be like, all right, obviously you're already in castle.
Yeah.
It would just take us way too long to prepare to do Dark Beast. We're going to focus on some of these other goals, which are going to take some time. So...
Uh-oh. Wait, Robbie's diary is in there even if Robbie isn't there, right?
Correct.
But it's not
up the top.
It's not up there. It's not up there. It's inside. Yeah, it's inside. Yeah. So Apple Freezer went to the wrong place. Okay. I was just because I've seen that goal, and I initially thought that you had to progress. You had to get the side quest in order to even.
Right. Yeah. Pura, you definitely need to at least light the furnace. Robbie's, it's there all the time.
At least the diary is there all the time.
The diary's there. Yeah. Robbie's not there, but his diary's there.
I think
and it looks like Apple Freezer is looking it up.
Doing the look up thing.
It's like, well, I thought it was up here. It's not.
I mean,
there we go.
We've
there
all
we
been
go.
There.
Like,
you hope you don't have to do it in a lockout, but I think we've all done a bingo. We're like, wait, what? Where is this again?
There we go. There we go.
And again, reading the first page, but we, for this tournament, you do not need to read any of it. You just need to interact with it, and then you're done. So, and we saw a snipe in one of the earlier matches precisely with that. So it pays to read the rules, folks.
Looks like Stompy is almost done with Naydra. Almost done with Naydra.
Yeah, I think he has. I always forget how many shots it is that you take. Is it 3 or 4? I think it's.
Yeah, I can never remember.
It just keeps going.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of my favorite quests in the game, but it just keeps going. Okay. I'm looking at a Futurelander, and he's in Thunderblight and having a fun time, you know.
Oh, Thunderblight.
Which actually, it's interesting. He's not doing the usual any percent weapon rating because he has extra weapons from killing the Stalnox.
Yep.
He's actually doing any percent plus Hylian shield.
Nice.
Which again, that's very nice. Yeah. All right. I've got my eye on Futurelanders. I'm curious to see how this goes. All right.
Here is just doing his thing, just getting all these shrines, doing the Talanig skip.
Stompy just got the last arrow shot in at the eyeball for Naydra, so he's now watching the cutscene as he breaks free and flies back to the top.
Oh, so beautiful.
Oh. And Futurelander takes a death.
No!
Oh no!
During Thunderblight too. He's gonna go right back to where he wind bombed. I bet.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
And that's
rough.
So
I mean,
that's the biggest problem with that goal is if you can do it, you can do it. But if you take the death, it's just
I mean, if I were him, I'd warp out of there.
So much time.
Yeah.
So much time. Which is why, like I said, I personally, I would have had everything I needed, preparing myself, but save it for the end, knowing that they see that you have 2 goals in castle already, that if it came down to Dark Beast, you are well ahead of them as far as actually doing it. But
and like if they mark the Hylian shield, they know that whoever is going up against the Dark Beast is going to have the Hylian shield probably.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter how good. Yeah, it just doesn't matter how good of a runner you are. Sometimes you have a misstep and that's a death with the plates, especially Thunderblade.
Yeah, he so Tapir has just marked 12 shrines, which puts us at 10-6 to the Oomfies team.
And Apple Freezer doing Koroks. Yep, sorry. We're on the same wavelength.
I think, Bagras, I think we have another situation where we have the gentleman's agreement to not get the camera.
I think so too. No one's done it.
It's like, we're not getting camera, not getting camera.
I'm surprised Stealth Mask is still there.
I agree.
I think part of that is because Futurelander decided to go do Dark Beast, that he would be doing that. He would have done that instead.
Camera. We don't know what a camera is, Sean. We haven't seen it today.
There's no camera. There's no camera in this game.
But is the scammer you speak of? They are big numbers for the goals. 20 and 15 are definitely big numbers, so that I can see.
You just gotta get a lot of rupees and get a couple screws, and then you're good. You just buy all of them. Not so much the... Oh, no, you could do the creatures and the equipment, because it's not monsters or specific... Or, I mean, it's not birds. Like, birds, you can't really buy them because that's RNG with what you get.
Right.
But creatures and equipment, you can just buy outright. It takes a little bit of time, and you got to get the rupees. I prefer to do it the old-fashioned way and just take pictures. But
yeah, I agree, Mrs. Spuck. Stealth mask should be an easy goal now. Like, this should not be that bad. But no one's doing it. All right.
And I think that's what Stompy is doing.
Stompy
right,
is back in.
Stompy is back in Kakariko.
Yeah. And going right for the weapon. Yep. I was about to say, if you're down 610, that's a quick
You need
goal
anything.
that you just, you gotta just go get it.
Snag. Applefreeze are doing one of the hardest shield surfing Koroks in the game. And not doing it the Skippy way, he's doing it the hard way.
Every time I try to use the wind bomb Skippy way, I fail. Every time I do this one,
There's like lag stop, boom, dead.
Yep.
Like, no. The game knows. The game knows.
Exactly.
You're going too fast. You can't do that. But you get it.
Now,
And,
I do question why he's going up to Impa after buying the hood. I would have...
Yeah, you don't need to talk to Impa.
Right. I think he's talking to Impa just for the talk to Impa, but I would have probably tried to go and complete that stealth mask before someone else... Because,
especially because it looks like
Tapir is at the... Oh, no, okay, he's wind bombing away. I'm like, if he's at a fairy fountain...
I wonder if he's going... Yeah, I was about to say, is he going to go try to get some money?
Stompy has money. He had 600, I think.
Well, I'm saying Tapir, though.
Okay.
Does Stompy think that you need to talk to Impa to activate the fairy fountains?
I don't know. I don't think so, but...
I hope. I mean, I don't know. Impa does lock a lot of ridiculous things, in my opinion. So it wouldn't surprise me if you needed to talk to Impa to unlock the fairy fountain.
I don't think you do. I don't think you do.
You don't.
I thought so too, Sean. I thought that was about a snipe about to go on or something, but we'll have to see here.
Yeah, look.
Oh, and he got the
Tapir's
flint.
getting flint.
Blessed.
Yeah.
The run has been blessed.
This is a joke, of course, amongst those who play bingo, that whenever you don't need flint, you get flint from the ores, and whenever you need flint, you never get flint from ores.
Yeah.
But looks like you're like 3 embers. He's good. He's done.
Yeah. So I actually have a flint blessed emote that Dobby made me for my birthday, and I drop it all the time. Because we always say, if you get flint, the run has been blessed. So...
Oh yeah, Katie's dropped it in. Oh my god, it says Louis. Oh, it's so cute. Oh,
I'm just like so excited about that emote. Like he made it for me for my birthday, and I was just like, you are the best person I've ever met my entire life.
Honestly,
we may
the
get
benefits of being
I was gonna say we're gonna get that snipe of the because Tapir went out to get money, I think.
Yeah, because we could buy it. So we could buy the stealth mask.
Is he gonna have an... Okay, he's at...
Stompy. Oh, come on, Stompy. Go.
Come on. It's 600, right?
It's...
Yeah.
Well, 600 plus 100 for the fairy fountain. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Was it 600 or was it 500?
I think it's...
Was it the mask? It's 500. It was 500.
It's 500. Okay, even better. Perfect. Then you get some rupees to spare. Oh, Mrs. Spock, same thing. I learned the hard way in a bingo that you need to talk to Impa for the dragons. Me and Dobby waited 45 minutes, waiting for Roche to spawn and never spawned, and that's when we learned that, Impa locks dragons.
Where is Stompy's going?
What is he doing?
He's not going to get it. It's not going to be. It's not even be close. He doesn't realize it. He's about to go. He's about to go to Hateno. Oh no! There's stuff at the top. The nightshade was at the top. Okay, he wanted that. Okay, I gotcha.
The nightshade's right next to the fountain. It's right next to the fountain.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
He's gonna get fairies too. Stompy.
Oh.
He thinks he's all the time in the world. Oh my god.
Oh, this is going to be heartbreaking, and this is a goal that they really needed.
They need,
Yeah,
and
it really is.
a deal for them.
Because Apple was working on Linearu Koroks. Linearu Koroks are actually probably some of the easiest Koroks. Just because in the Linearu wetlands, there's such an area with such a Korok concentration that he's gonna get those pretty quick.
There's the mark. There's the snipe.
There it goes.
Oh.
In the middle of the cutscene too. Oh my god. I bet Stompy is realizing that his taking the time to talk to Impa to get the Blue Nightshade from not near the fountain and getting those fairies. Oh my god.
And while this is happening, Futurelander is just about to defeat Calamity Ganon.
Well, good.
All right. He's in the middle of Sunlocks.
Yep, in the middle of the Sunlocks, and
He's got it.
There we go. Yep. There we go.
Now it's the auto scroller to defeat Dark Beast, but even a death here, if on the weird chances when it happens, doesn't matter because you restart at the beginning of it. But
yeah, which is very kind of the game. We like to thank the game for developers for doing that. That was very nice of them.
Yeah, because could you imagine having to redo all of the plates?
Yeah, Stompy posted in the bingo sync chat
Senor
between
Sniper.
the teams. Yeah, Smodge, I was talking to the fairy.
Yeah, I think Savage posted in chat, Senor Sniper.
Yeah. Oh.
Is
you don't, Sinister, you don't need the horse. Yeah, so Sinister, you don't need the horse to do Dark Beast. It just helps.
It's a lot easier.
It just helps.
Yeah. Appear's working on some of the Dueling Peaks Koroks. You got to remember that. Kakariko is actually part of Dueling Peaks.
I always forget that. It's so easy to think that it's Linearu because it's literally right next door, but it's actually Dueling Peaks, which makes getting Dueling Peaks Koroks a little bit easier because if you get those handful around Plateau and then you get the handful around Kakariko, you have 15 pretty quick.
Yeah. I mean, I think that comes down to the way that the game designers were thinking, well, we kind of lead you to go to the Dueling Peaks Tower. Let's give you as much as possible to help you get to where we want you to go at the beginning of the game.
Exactly. So yeah, if they get these two Korok goals pretty quick,
over. It's over.
Yeah, it's gonna be over. I mean, yay, we got to see Dark Beast in a bingo.
That's
but
cool.
I don't know if it was the right decision.
Yeah, we're seeing some rare goals completed this afternoon.
Yeah.
Cutting a tree for bullet damage killed me. Yeah, Sinister, that sucks, buddy. I'm so sorry.
I mean, yeah, it's cleaning up Koroks. I didn't see how far along Apple was with the Koroks. We'll find out how many Tapir's at 7. Okay, doing quick work with these Koroks, I feel.
Definitely.
Yeah, I don't think he did anything beforehand that had him, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, because the only other Korok goal is the 12 Elden Koroks, which, I mean, no one really wants to do 12 Elden Koroks either. 6 isn't too bad.
Right.
12, you're getting
GG's
into...
GG's on any percent for GLODDIES. That's 43 minutes. That's not a bad time. It's not a bad time at all.
No, pretty good.
That's true. When you look at it from that perspective.
Yeah, 43 minutes? That's not bad at all.
I mean, that's better than my any percent time, so...
Yeah, exactly.
Skip the fact that a normal 80% run, you don't have the plateau done already.
No. That's fine. It's fine. And honestly, the time he's spent doing other things, that's plateau time. That's fine.
Yeah.
Exactly. It evens out. And our very scientific observations.
Oh, absolutely. No, look at all these Nikki links. I know no one's wearing the armor that they bought. It's like, what is this?
It's any percent plus Hylian shield. Not even just any percent.
Oh yeah.
True.
And Princess Hylian shield. Yes, that's an extension category. I forgot about that. Which,
All right, so Swampy is getting camera.
I mean, the time that he got would put him at 6th place on the leaderboards for any percent plus Highland Shield. So, you know.
Not too bad.
Not at all.
Starting to do the picture taken.
Yep.
Yep.
And at this point, you're gonna need them. So
I guess the gentleman's agreement to not get camera is over. Oh well.
It's a lockout, man. At this point, you need all of the goals you can get.
Exactly. And again, I'm not surprised that Fine Keel. I don't think that's going to get done. We haven't said anybody approach Rito.
No, there wasn't much of a reason to go that way.
Yeah.
I mean, it is one that can go.
If there had been a Divine Beast main quest square or something like that, maybe, but no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if you know where to, besides the stuff you might be carrying, if you know where to find them around Hateno, there's a lot of equipment around Hateno.
Yeah.
CBF any percent plus Highland Shield plus Zelda's Diary. Hey, CBF, if you want to submit a category for a bingo, I'm sorry, Breath of the Wild Collective. Breath of the Wild Collective is another channel that does lots of weird speedrunning stuff. So, lots of obscure categories, one would even say. Yeah, CBF, you should do that. Yeah, we like the weird. Yeah.
And future Lander can be the first entry. We have video proof.
Exactly. I don't any percent HTS. Sounds fun. Thank you, Lieutenant Barrywinkle. Thank you. Oh, that's good. Let's see. Where are we? We're doing basketball correct fun times. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, nice. I see nothing wrong with this, Sinister.
No.
I mean, yeah. I feel like most runners at this point have a bingo file. So
yeah,
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Dumpy takes the picture of the camera being used by an NPC.
Nice.
I think Tapir was at 11 Koroks last time I checked. He might have picked up one more since then. So he's quickly approaching the 15 Dueling Peaks.
Again, Team Movers only needs 2 more goals, and they're both a good chunk of the way in.
Yep.
Oh, this is a fun basketball Korok. Oh no!
Oh
no! Oh no! Tapir!
Oh, Tapir.
Well, the good thing he's been doing Koroks, and after every Korok is an autosave, so he won't have lost that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That is the one nice thing about Koroks is you get all the autosaves, but man,
although
to slip off and have the rock kill him. He slipped off the ledge and the rock got him.
Yeah, so yeah, it's one thing to die doing something dangerous with enemies. It's another thing to die doing Koroks. You know,
it's a place that you don't necessarily expect a death. But
no,
here we are.
Usually when I die doing Koroks, it's because a Stahl shoots me with an arrow.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you forgot to set up his blocks. Yeah.
Fun fact, so on my second casual playthrough, I had
the rock didn't go in, it landed on the edge.
Oh no.
It bounced out, yeah. It bounced out.
But yeah, I had 899 Koroks, and somehow this was the last Korok that I missed.
And how long did it take you?
It took me way too long to figure out that this was the Korok, especially because I went past this Korok so many times. And
oh yeah, I bet. Yeah, I'll do it later.
I don't know. I just assumed that I had done it. By the third time I passed this bridge, I was like, oh yeah, I totally did this Korok.
Oh, there we go.
And there it is.
There we go. So, that's it. Yes.
So just two more. I'm assuming probably the one that is on the table.
Stompy got into castle when it's barely loaded and just loaded enough to get the picture of the bow in dining hall. That's bonkers.
Wow.
That's bonkers. He is walking around castle. The castle hasn't even floated around him. Has barely loaded around him. Like, oh my god.
Oh, that's wow.
Yeah.
All right, and Tapir just needs one more Korok, I think. Yeah. So it's
does
coming up on GG's.
Does Stompy not know that if you just pick up as many weapons as you possibly can, dump them all on the ground, take pictures of them, you could just do that?
He's kind of been doing that. He took the ones he had, but he didn't have other ones. He's just using
15,
this as a method to find other.
It's 15 equipment. It's 15 equipment.
Yeah. And that... I thought that was GG's. Is it not 15? Did I misread?
Unless he grabbed something somewhere else for some reason.
Possibly.
Sometimes we'll grab a Korok just to trigger an autosave.
Yeah, that's exactly
that's a common bingo technique. It was a KO rock, Zednik. You need to leave the chat for that. That's a great pun and also a bad pun. So yeah.
Isn't that to make them the best puns?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yes, but also no, get out.
Yeah.
There we go.
And we have 15 dueling. GG's.
GG's
to oomfies. Oof. Yeah. 50 minutes. Very nice.
What a race. What a
Absolutely.
race.
Only 5 goals undone. All right.
Yep. 50 minutes
Still,
for 20 goals.
And
Very
no one did
impressive.
shrine quests. No one did
Not surprisingly.
well, and Elden Koroks are rough. Elden Koroks are you have to go into the place where everything's on fire. So.
Okay, and right after the buzzer, we got the 15 equipments and competitive.
You know what? I would probably be that person. I'd be like, you know what? I've got
I'm
one
just gonna
left
finish
to do.
it.
I'm doing it.
I'm just gonna finish it. It's fine.
Welcome, GG's.
GG's, everybody.
Welcome.
Like twice, by 5 seconds.
Yeah.
We saw
the stealth mask snipe. Oh
yeah. Did you know that you don't need impa, right?
No, I was getting impa for camera.
Okay.
Oh man, because you thought you had all the time in the world. Oh.
Well, I was gonna during impa, I was gonna see what the upgraded materials were on the cheat sheet.
Okay.
That's what I did. While I was
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. And you know that there are blue nightshade. There are nightshade right next to the shrine. Yeah. And right next to the fairy fountain.
Yeah, I didn't realize that till I got down there.
Yeah.
I think knowing that would have saved me.
Yep.
Yeah.
So for Tapir, you got it. He was listening to the first cutscene as the fairy came out of being locked as you marked it. So he was that close behind you.
And then for the towers, 5 towers, I was hovering above Central Tower.
Yep.
Right as it got marked.
I mean, you got the 6 towers while I was in the cutscene when almost the drop fell.
Yeah, no, it was.
Yeah, that was a pretty.
That was impressive. Like, oh my god, they got it.
Yeah.
So power to you for sticking to that one too. I mean, I knew it was close, but it's power to you to just okay, I can push for it. So
yeah,
that was a good split.
Yeah,
we saw that one coming early. It's okay, they're both working on it.
Mm-hmm.
So what was the thought behind doing Dark Beast? So what I would consider kind of early in the match.
I honestly only went for it because I was already at Hyrule Castle. I was talking to Stomp if maybe I should go for something else, but he said just go for it while you're there, and it wasn't a good idea. Clearly.
Yeah, I was surprised you actually, after you died to Thunderblade, I was surprised that you kept going, because I would have thought that at that point too much time has gone by, you need to do something else, but you persisted and you went and you got it. That's great. We usually don't get to see Dark Beast in a bingo, so GG's to you for that. However, yeah.
I mean, I think we kind of already discussed the major snipes that we had, but how else did you feel about the run overall? Either team.
I was really not happy with my play because I had a really bad start. I couldn't get a wind bomb for my life.
Yeah.
Tried 5 times and I couldn't get the wind bomb. I don't know. I get a weird jump off or the boom just didn't work, and yeah, that was kind of annoying.
Tough when that happens.
And then I died after I got the mounted bear. So
right,
yeah,
and you lost both that and Hearty Meal. I mean, fortunately, you got back to get Hearty Meal right away, but yeah,
that was a rough autosave.
Although GG to Tapir for getting the final goal. I think Tapir typed in the chat that I can't count that you did more than 15 Dueling Peaks Korax by accident. Which
No, I picked up one Lanavia Korok.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, yeah.
Well, GG's.
And
I was really right.
looked at the Korok map to make sure that I picked up 15 Dueling Peaks. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's 15, I think. So.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, the ones left unmarked were kind of the ones we knew it was going to come down to when we scanned it at the beginning. Eldon's tougher, and Fine Keel's locked, and 20 creatures is just brutal.
Yeah. And also, a running joke has been the gentleman's agreement for neither team to get camera was not obeyed this particular game because someone did end up getting camera, but it took a long time. It took a while.
Yeah, I think it kind of just wasn't worth for us to go for any camera goals since most of the other goals were faster. So we didn't want to.
Yeah, they were definitely the longer length of the camera goals. That's for sure.
There were
only the
20
two of them.
creatures. Yeah, 20 creatures, 15 equipment. That's a lot. It
was a good match. The start was great because it was a split start for basically everything, which was cool. Always good.
Yeah.
Always just good to see it, go off at the early goals to be split up, which is always nice.
But yeah, no one gets too ahead in the beginning.
I'm just rescanning the ground. We were surprised, extremely surprised, that it was at the 5-minute mark that Kill a Fire typed Wizrobe was finally claimed. That neither team went to it before that point, but we thought that was going to be one of the first.
Yeah, we thought that there was going to be an instant race for that one just because of, grabbing an ice arrow and getting to a fire type Wizrobe was pretty fast. But no, everyone was kind of doing their own thing. And we're like, wow, no one is going for this goal. It was kind of surprising, but very entertaining that everyone was like, oh yeah, we'll get to it later, I guess.
Well,
I think
we
it got marked off pretty quickly.
Yeah. It was, but it wasn't as quick as we expected.
Yeah.
We expected it to be one of the first goals, and it was the 5th or 6th or 4th or 5th or something. But it was, as I said, it was 5. It was a few minutes in, whereas sometimes it happens within 2 minutes. So that's all. It was early. It was one of the earlier goals. It just was much later than we had predicted.
Yeah.
So.
Any other final comments from either of our teams on your performance today? Which everyone did a great job. Yeah.
I think I played pretty well. I think this is the best I've played in a tournament setting.
Yeah.
For I really only had one major mistake, and it was I kind of was messing up a lot with freeing Nature on the first shot, which was kind of I threw my axe down the mountain. I had to go run down and grab it and wind bomb up, and it was really scuffed.
Yeah. But other than that, I feel like both teams played really well.
It was a great match to watch, absolutely. So, congratulations to the winners, and
so if there's no one else has any other final comments, we have another bingo coming up right after this. We have a losers bracket match of Angry Parry Noises versus Rock Salt, and as for those who may not know, this is a double elimination tournament. So if you lose one of our if you are in it and you lose one, you still get a chance to go into the losers bracket. And if you triumph in the losers bracket, you might get to the end.
And looking at the bracket here, GLODDIES, who just lost this one, moved down there, and they will play the winner of the following match. So sure they're interested to see how that match goes.
Exactly. So we're going to get everything set up for the next match, but stay tuned. Don't leave the stream. The stream will continue. We'll be ready for the next match probably in 10-15 minutes. So stick around. Go get a snack. Go get a walk around. Go do a stretch. Go change over your laundry like I'm about to do. And stick around because we've got another match coming up.